This episode was given scary. It was given fake. It was given hungry for camera time. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, good folks? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Bernicia, and you're here with N.E.X.T. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. While you at it, hit the like button, because it's going to be a good one, y'all. Alright? So, today we're going to do a recap for Baddies Going Wild, episode 3. Alright? As expected, the episode picks off with Daisy whooping Teetee's behind. I mean, she was hitting hard. I could tell she was hitting hard from the way that she was swinging. I mean, she was hitting Teetee so hard, I felt the leaks through the screen. Okay, so that fight went pretty much as expected. All right, Daisy took Teetee from the side of the bed to on the floor. All right, it was so bad to people was like, break it up. Okay, it was bad. It was bad. All right, we even got to see another clip from the security guard. As the security guard was talking, she was telling us how the girls had to help her break up the fight between Daisy and Teetee. That's just how ratchet and how real it got for Teetee, okay? So they broke that shit up. Of course, Daisy won. Alright, hands down, Daisy won. We knew that was going to happen. Based off Daisy's track record, we knew that she was going to win this fight between her and Teetee. I ain't gonna lie, it was a good one. Because out of all the girls that Daisy actually fought, Teetee actually was the one that put in the most work. Okay? And got worked as well while she was at it. But, Teetee still didn't want to share the bed. Okay? Teetee's whole thing was, they had talked about it the night before. And she felt like Daisy and Baddies, if they wanted to come up there and take the master bedroom, they should have did it the night before. But I'm kind of with Baddies on the whole situation. Like, bitch, I had been fighting the whole day yesterday and I was tired. So, bitch, when I woke up and came when I got the energy to do so. But there was more to it as to the reason why Baddies came in there and came for Cupcake. But we're going to get to her, okay? Either way, Teetee, you might as well nip that shit in the bud. Because Daisy went down there, got her stuff, and said that it is what it is. So, y'all gonna sleep together. You ever seen that movie Life? Do you want your cornbread? That's exactly what vibe Daisy was giving Teetee. Okay, bitch? So, you better give up that cornbread. AKA that side of the bed. You gonna have problems with Daisy. And I could tell, based off the actions or the things that transpired throughout this episode, that Teetee wanted that smoke from everybody but Daisy. Okay? Daisy big Debo ass. But part of me, I'm not too mad at Daisy. You know what I'm saying? Because when they had a chance to have a little bit of dialogue, Daisy's whole thing was, we could share the bed. That bed was big enough to fit Teetee and Daisy. I'm just saying, even though real shit, Daisy could have just kept the room because Baddies don't deleted herself out the room. But you could have just took the room and you would have had a whole room to yourself. Put them two beds together. There you go, a master bed. That would have been a smart thing to do. But Daisy went for the back down, especially since Teetee had challenged her. Okay, Daisy said, "Bitch, we got an audience, so I gotta handle that, and you gonna let me sleep there, okay?" But she was just like, look, what you want me to do? I can't sleep in the bed with them two. Cupcake about to have an asthma attack. Fucking Baddies won't stop fighting. So, what you want me to do? Me and you gonna have to sleep together. Like I said, that is just a done deal. Now, Cupcake did something that was mature of her, and, well, she's the most mature bitch there. We get to find out a little bit more about Cupcake, and apparently the bitch is 29. Now, I was thinking more like 38, 39, but she's 29, okay? Homegirl do look old. I don't know what it is, but she look a little old. She looking a little old, especially compared to the other girls. She's looking a little up there, okay? Not age shaming at all, okay? We all got to age one day, but bitch, she look older than the other girls. So anyway, she was, like I said, she was the most mature in the situation. She was just like, well, you know what? I'm not gonna fight over no bed. I got a king size bed at home. I got 6 bedrooms at home. I'm not gonna be fighting over no bed. So, Baddies, me, you could just share the bed, cause like it's not even that serious. Baddies looked at her and said, "And you trust me? You trust me to sleep next to you?" Baddies wasn't on that shit, okay? So Cupcake called herself trying to, deuce it up or hand clap it up or hug it out or whatever with Bahati, but Bahati wasn't having it. And see, that's when we get to find out that Bahati has another issue with Cupcake, okay? So the reason why she came for Cupcake specifically in that bed is because apparently off camera Cupcake was saying something along the lines of she gonna slap the shit out of Bahati, okay? Well, we seen how that worked out, not too well, okay? So she starts to try to explain that. She was like, well, you want to act like you are nice on camera, but off camera, you're being a bitch. Now you want to act like you're all nice. So I'm like, And speaking of on camera, bitch, was it really that bad? Well, you needed an asthma machine. Now, I can understand Daisy needing to hit the asthma machine. That bitch was swinging with all wind. Okay? But Cupcake, you just got your ass slung everywhere. You didn't use or exert any power. So what the fuck you want an asthma machine for? The fact that they had an asthma pump there, okay? That is very much a hazard, y'all. And y'all gonna see throughout this video recap that the security guard, listen, that's a whole nother thing. We'll get to it later. So anyway, in the next scene, this scene right here, you got the girls grouped up at the table, okay? And so it's a whole lot of drama going on at this table, a whole lot of bullshit. And this is where I gotta call a few things out. First of all, what the fuck is up with Cupcake's stomach? That bitch had like 18 lines in her stomach. Now, I don't seen bitches that don't have 6 and 7 kids in C-sections, and I ain't never seen a bitch stomach look that unnatural. It looked like somebody cut in her stomach, took something out, and stuck that bitch back together. That bitch had 18 rolls in the front of her stomach. That's not even natural, cuz. That's not even natural. Like, why? What the hell is up with her stomach? Did she have some type of surgery? I would say she had kids, but like I said, I don't see plenty of cesarean stomachs, and they don't look like that. I don't know, but the way she pulled up her shirt, acting like there's no shame in her game, girl, pull that bitch back down. It was like a horse to her. Girl, grab her, pull that shirt back down. God damn it. So anyway, Coco and Daisy started talking about they love beef, they fight, they altercation, whoop de whoop. And Coco cops pleased with Daisy. She tells Daisy, look, I don't have no problem with you. Because basically Daisy was like, look, we ain't have no beef. I just fought you because I felt like you was trying to jump in the fight with Bahati and Teetee. So Daisy's like, so Coco's like, well, I don't have any problem with you. We ain't have no real issue because I don't feel like you was really trying to hurt me.
God, I didn't even say nothing yet. Come on, bro. I didn't even say
nothing. Start with me and all of that. And I'm like, the whole time she's talking, I'm just looking at that eye. I'm like, bitch, at this point, the eye looks horrible. Her right eye looks fucking horrible. That bitch has it's bloodshot. It's like a blood vessel don't pop. So the only thing you see is red. And I'm like, the whole time she's talking, I'm like, bitch. Listen, if every time I had to wake up and look in the mirror and see my face like that, Daisy would have had to fight me again, bitch. She would have had to fight me, bitch. I'd have been trying to do some horrible, evil shit to her because, bitch, you fucked up my face. It's a whole different thing. If we had just like a regular fight, I got a few scratches, maybe even a black eye, but bitch, you bust the blood cell in that girl eye. Child, talk about beating a bitch out of commission, cause. Daisy seems to be doing that, okay? Y'all mad at Daisy, but because she can fight and maybe because she a big girl, we'll get to all of that later. Well, I'll say that for a little bit later, y'all. There's a lot we got to get into. Anyway, her and Daisy end up duking it out, and like I said, I don't agree with it at all, bitch. I feel like you should have got your get back. Obviously, Daisy don't trust that shit either because we'll hear later on in the video about Daisy not trusting Coco ass. So that should tell you something, okay? But Miss Daisy, speaking of Daisy, Miss Daisy was being a hell of a lot of messy at this table, honey. She was getting shit started with the girls arguing, okay? So Daisy calls out the situation between Teetee and Bahati, okay? She was like, well, what's up with y'all? What's y'all animosity or whatever? This is where I find Teetee to be very fucking weird because she have all of this smoke and all this animosity for Bahati. Bahati didn't come in that room fucking with her not one bit. She moved Cupcake name. She was fucking with Cupcake. She already don't explain, which she ended up explaining again at the table, the reason why she came for Cupcake like that and the reason why she didn't say anything to Teetee. According to Bahati, her and Teetee had a conversation off camera and they squashed it. She said that Teetee apologized. Teetee goes in her confessional and says, I ain't apologize to no bitch. I make bitches apologize, this and the third. But at this point, Teetee, you giving me real fucked up. You giving me like fake, confused. You giving me a lot of shit right now. It's scary. Because it's just like, all of that smoke that you got for Bahati didn't come in there fucking with you. Daisy did. So you should have been having that smoking that animosity for Daisy, because Daisy the one that whooped your ass. Bahati didn't do shit to you. Okay? Is you that mad on behalf of your roommate, or is it misdirected anger? Just tell me. Because it didn't make sense to me for her to come at Bahati. And it's like, another thing too that made it look so weak to me is because she already knows she can whoop Bahati. So it's like you trying to redeem yourself on camera from after getting your ass whooped by fucking with Bahati. You already know you can whoop her. But we'll get to them a little bit later too. We'll get some more into that later. Let me just... So anywho, once Bahati brings up the fact that her and Cupcake had whatever little issue, Cupcake says, look, I found out 2 days before I came, I may have cancer. And I was just like, bitch, now you is starting to give me Kim Zolciak, okay? With all these made up diseases. First we see you on the asthma pump, bitch. Now you supposedly may possibly have cancer and tumors and all this other shit. With all these made up ass diseases. Like, girl, shut up. If you that fucking fragile, or if you feel like you was in a condition like that, why go on the show like this? Now, it's one thing if you were so desperate for money and you needed to do something. Bitch, there's a lot of other options. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, if you got those type of conditions, why come on a show where you know the premise of the show is for bitches to be fighting and scrapping? You can't use that as a cop-out if you decided to come on the show despite that. Now, she claimed that she just want to make people aware of her situation, but you talking about a group of girls that don't know each other, that nobody obviously gives a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about each other. The ones that's hanging together are turning on each other. What make you feel like this is the time and the space to even talk about that if it was true? You know what I'm saying? All she did was open up another door for somebody else to fuck with her for another reason, okay? That's one thing about it. On these shows that I'm noticing, bitches is heartless. When they see you, if you got any type of health condition, they come for your ass. They don't sit up there and be nice to you. They come for you when you're going through shit like that or whatever. Ask Smiley how her medical condition helped out or worked out for her. I'm just saying. So then Daisy calls out, like I said, the bitch is being real messy at the table. So Daisy called out Shay and Emma. Like, she brought up that whole little situation with Shay and Emma. No. Yeah. She called out Shay. She said that from Daisy's perspective, she feels like Shay don't change from when we first seen her on the Sprinter van to now. Like, her whole energy, her whole vibe don't change. And when she brought that up, Hurricane M kind of like doubled down on it or whatever. And this is where Emma kind of fell out of favor with me, because she was one of my favorites. She was starting to be Emery. However, my thing is, like, I feel like she was doing too much this episode. She really was. Like, we didn't need her to jump in that. We didn't need her to come for Shay. It wasn't really the moment for her to do that. But I do understand her calling Shay out at this particular point in time, because Shay's whole vibe and energy changed seriously. Okay, so Emery was basically saying, like, yeah, you got humble. Like, you tried to come in here like you was gonna be a big bully bitch, but you ended up being humble. And she really did, because that first episode, homegirl Shay was popping her shit. And after that, we ain't too much hear from Shay no more. Shay kind of started to play background fiddle. Now, in her confessionals, she pop it 100%. She even looked different in her professional. That's a whole different bitch in the professional. Because the girl that we see on this screen is not what we seen in the confessional. That's a whole different girl. Personality and all. Okay? The hair is better. The personality is louder. It's not the same Shay. Okay? Now, we seen glimpses of that same Shay in the first episode, when she was telling people how she felt about them being an online pick and her being an audition pick, whatever. Like I said, I felt like that shit was stupid. It wasn't a reason to really come for nobody. But, like, from that point to this point, her energy totally has changed. So they do have a point with that, okay? But either way, sit the fuck down, girl. You just want to be seen. You just want to be seen at this point. She is trying to take all the camera action she could get. So then Emery started arguing with Jaden, okay? And then we hear a bit more about their beef. So Emery still feels a way towards Jaden because she said that Jaden was telling everybody that she had the train ran on her. Apparently these girls know of each other from outside the show. So this is just more drama. It was the whole situation with Jaden's mom calling everybody niggas. And now it's Jaden telling everybody that Hurricane M was having a train ran on her. It's so high school. And I ain't gonna lie, it may be true. Because looking at how Emery was showing out in that club, she said she was the littiest bitch. And that translates to me that you the wildest one. Wild translates to being a hoe. But it is what it is. Girl, only God can judge you. So who gives a fuck what the fuck Jaden's talking about? Especially when Jaden can't even handle her own business. Jaden been running from fights since the last episode, okay? And you already fought her. So, at this point, whatever the fuck happened before the show, y'all fought already. Leave it alone. Leave it the fuck alone. So, they go to arguing back and forth. Jaden keeps saying, oh, my arm hurts, so I'm not gonna fight you. Bitch, your arm hurt, but you started talking shit. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. If you know that Emery stand up and will mock the shit out of your ass with two good arms, what the fuck you think she could do to you with one good arm? I'm just saying. Why'd you still talking shit? Why are you still going back and forth and getting all gangster when you know that Emery can whoop you with both arms? I'm just saying. Jaden is very scary, but she got a whole lot of mouth, okay? At this point, girl, go sit down somewhere and find something safe to do because it is what it is. Daisy calls Rella G, Jaden, and I think the girl that I said was dressed up like just a real pretty little light skinned girl. I keep forgetting this bitch name because I barely notice her. Like she's probably one of the only ones that hasn't been in a fight yet. The one when they first sat down at the table and she was like, "Oh, I want to thank y'all for helping me open up my shit, come out of my shell," and da 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 da. That one. That's the one. I think she was talking about her because she is boring. So, yeah. So it was Rella G, Jaden, and that girl. I think that what you call it called boring. Now, I disagree when it comes to Jaden because Jaden don't have her fair share of fights and altercations. Okay, she may be a scary bitch or whatever, but at least I remember Jaden's name. Rella G, I haven't really seen too much from her. Like, I know this is the girl that was supposedly with Ice Spice, beefing with Ice Spice. I don't know, but I don't think I like Rella G like that. Because it's just like, bitch, the way that you be popping your shit so hard in the confessionals, and the way that you not giving that same type of energy, like, don't get me wrong, she was going back and forth with Daisy a little bit, but she knew how far to go. In her confessional, she was going there. You feel me? And I feel like if you ain't gonna hold up that same energy while you in front of this girl face, don't be confessional pop. I hate confessional gangsters. Bitch, she was talking that hard shit. Her and Cupcake, they do that. I noticed that. Rella G and Cupcake, they pop that shit real hard behind the screensaver, okay? But when they in person, it's not the same. It's not the same. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Rella G ain't stupid. She know who to try. She tried to size Daisy a little bit. And we going to get to that. But it ain't going to go too far. Trust me. Trust me. And so then the scene changes. Okay? So in this scene, you got Daisy, Hurricane M, and Shay. They sitting up in the gym. Okay? So they just having a conversation about the whole situation with Coco. Daisy was like, she got her head on a swivel because she feel like any bitch who walking around and got to look at their eye like that, they gonna still feel some type of way. And I gotta give it to you, girl. You very much smart to keep your head on a swivel because anybody in their right mind would want to keep fighting. I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to go out like that on national television, but who knows? Maybe Coco really over it. Whatever. So then Rella G walks in. And so Daisy and Rella G get into it because Rella G was like, I don't appreciate how you call me boring. Like, what made me boring? Da 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 da. And so that's when they went to going back and forth arguing about who was from who was from what part. I guess they both from New York, child. Relly G from Rochester, and I don't know what the fuck. Relly G. I don't know. Both of these bitches from New York.
I don't give a fuck.
Either way, I'm from Florida, bitch, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Okay, that's all I gotta say. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, Relly G was popping her shit, but she knew how far to take it with Cupcake. That bitch knew to turn around and walk away and leave, because trying to get into it with Cupcake, with the words that was being exchanged between the both of them about who was who, yeah, bitch, turn around, okay? Now, with Cupcake, she do give me Debo when it comes to certain shit. It's like, or not with Cupcake, with Daisy. Daisy give me Debo. Like, I wouldn't call her a bully, because she don't just go around just like, she's an instigator, yes. I've seen her try to rile the girls up to fight each other, but as far as like her picking with people, she pretty much speak her mind, and whoever don't like it, and she challenged them. I just don't like how people keep calling her, like, y'all quick to be like, oh, just because the bitch big and because she black and happens to know how to fight, oh, that makes her a bully. But y'all got them little skinny hoes on there that's bullies like a motherfucker. Cause Teetee was bullying fucking Baddies. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Teetee was bullying Baddies. So it's like, y'all got all these girls on here bullying fucking Baddies, but y'all ain't talking about them. Hurricane M was bullying Jada. Bullying fucking Jaden, and then she gonna turn around and try to bully fucking Shay. So at the end of the day, it's girls on there who are actual fucking bullies, right? But because Daisy is the biggest one and obviously the best fighter, y'all want to sit out here and make her, oh, she's such a bully. Why y'all always do dark skinned girls like that? Y'all don't never coin these red light skinned girls as bullies. That's what I'm starting to notice. Like, you know what I'm saying? I may be a little biased. Like, Daisy do come off a little rough and tough, but I don't see her as bullying these bitches. She just know that, you know, these bitches can't fuck with her. If she was getting her ass whooped, y'all would not look at her as a bully. That's all I'm saying. But, whatever, child. So, anyway, in the next scene, you got Cupcake sitting in the room talking to, I think, Jaden. I want to say she was talking to Jaden. So, anyway, Austin Pearl come in there. And basically, she says that she's feeling some type of way towards Cupcake because she feel like Cupcake is using this she may have cancer situation as a way to get girls to be nice to her. First of all, I was thinking when she was talking about this, I was like, at first I didn't know where she was coming from when she said that she had to get something off her chest with Cupcake. At first I thought she was going to ask her, was she a trans woman? Because that's the question in the air, right? Or ask her some shit like that. But when she finally formulated the fucking question, I was like, bitch, girl, bye. Bitch, bye. Like, first of all, you just looking for something, okay? Who gives a fuck if Cupcake got cancer, leukemia, whatever the fuck? The bitch can have an unknown foreign fucking disease. Who gives a fuck, okay? Is you that subhuman or that not much of a human that it takes for a bitch to be halfway dying for you to feel sorry for them or want to be nice to them? Like, you ever heard that saying, be kind, humans? Like, bitch, even if she is trying to use that as a pity party, bitch, you can decide to give a fuck or not. But if you feeling some type of way towards her because you think that is the only reason people are going to be nice to her, then what kind of fucking human are you? Like, do a bitch gotta be half dead for you to feel sorry for them? Like, what happened to empathy or just not empathy, but just being nice, period? Because I know that your parents raised you. Well, hopefully somebody raised your ass with some home training. Whatever happened to treat people the way you want to be treated? See, y'all make it cool to be a fucked up individual towards people. This is why there's no more. This is why having friendships with girls on girls is always bound to be some bullshit. We ain't designed to be beefing with each other like that. For Christ's sakes, when we sit under each other, we all catch periods at the same time. That should tell you something. So why the fuck is it always an issue with females where it always have to be straight up competition? It always have to be size of the next bitch. Whatever happened to just being nice? Be nice until a person give you a reason not to be. You feel me? Like, don't just be nasty towards a person. And for her to come in here like that, even if at this point, I don't give a fuck if Cupcake say that she got the fucking measles. At this point, does it matter? Like, if you're going to be nice to the girl, be nice to her. If you're not going to fuck with her, don't fuck with her. It is what it is. Just looking for a reason with your boring ass. So anyway, in the next scene, you got Teetee, Shay, Ming, Hurricane M, and Coco. They all sitting down there chit chatting or whatever. Woo. And so for some reason, Hurricane M and Coco kind of start going in on Shay about how her energy is not the same from the first episode to now, which is okay. We discussed that. We talked about it. Whatever. Woo. Mind you, they just had this argument at the table earlier when Daisy and all of them was at the table. So it's like, okay, well, bitch, why is you bringing this up again? Like, I'm talking about Hurricane M. Now, at this point, she's starting to annoy me because that's one of the things that I was saying earlier. She is giving bully vibes because why is you fucking with this girl? It was no reason for it, okay? So, anyway, Emery decides that, okay, well, shit, I'm finna just get up. Bitch, just get up. We finna fight. Come on, let's just fight. What the fuck for? Just get up. I have no real reason to fight you, but let's just get up. I want to fucking fight you now. Like, whatever. So, anyway, they end up fighting. Now, from the looks of it, Shay got the better of it. I'm sorry. I seen Shay mink M a couple of times. And see, at this point, I'm starting to feel a little bad for Shay. Don't get me wrong, she rubbed me wrong like the first instant she was getting on my fucking nerves. But at this point, I'm starting to actually kind of like her a little bit, okay? So, to me, Shay got the better. Like, Hurricane M, for you to start with that, have started with that girl the way you did, you basically didn't do shit to her. I seen Shay minking her a couple of times, so why start with the girl just to get your ass whooped? That's all I'm saying. And so, anywho, they start fighting. Shay was just like, I ain't with the shit. Shay just take off and just walk upstairs or whatever. So then Hurricane M decides to tell Ming, like, oh, Shay said this about you. Shay said that about you. And here go Ming stupid ass. This is where Ming, I feel like, I was hoping, I'll say it like that. I was hoping that I would like her. Because it's just like, you know, she's Nicki Minaj's little sister, you know, I just want to see the girl get some shine, especially all that drama and beef with Nicki Minaj and her sister. Like, I really was hoping that, you know, Ming Lee will come on here and kind of do her big one. But, like, already she's giving me followers. She's giving me easily manipulated.
When the wind blow, you blow this way, then you blow that way. Girl, bye.
She's giving me crash dummy, okay? So, anyway, Coco tells me, oh, you should go ask her, ask Shay, do she want to fight you or whatever. So I mean, like, yeah. And then the camera flashes, you see Big Ant in the confession. Now, he, thus far, is the funniest security guard in the confessions, okay? So Big Ant was basically saying the same thing I was saying in my head. Me, what your little ass finna go do? Like, that's exactly what the fuck he said. And he read my mind, okay? So anyway, you see me and Lee running through the house or whatever looking for Shay. And I say looking with parentheses because, bitch, like, whatever. That was, okay, you was looking for her, whatever. I'm not finna go searching room to room. I just said when I catch that bitch, if she was really about that, I'll catch that bitch when I catch her. It ain't even that deep. I ain't even finna go run and chase the hoe down. I ain't got a point to prove to nobody. But see, that's why I say Ming is a follower. Ming, you can put a battery in her back and get her operated. Ming is coming off weird to me, okay? Wasn't you just kissing all on this girl? Now all of a sudden, it's so easy for you to turn on her. She's wishy-washy. I don't like it. It's bad traits she's showing already. So anyway, the whole time, turns out Shay was in the confessionals with Bahati, okay? Me barge up in there. Oh, you want to fight me? You say you want to fight me? As multiple girls like Shay, like, what the fuck? I wanted to fight you. Did I say that to you? Like, where is this coming from? She was looking confused like a motherfucker. So then, Ming Lee insisted that, you know, they get their fade or whatever. Whoop de whoop. So Shay stands up, and then not Coco. Yeah, was that Coco? Oh fuck! I was calling this girl Coco. Glossa decides to step in and take the fade for me. Now, I feel like for me it was two reasons why she was taking the fade. One, because she feel like maybe she can earn some favor or notoriety by being up under Nicki Minaj's little sister, because like it or not, Nicki Minaj named her weight. You feel me? And even if Ming Ling isn't her sister's best cup of tea, we all know that they don't have the best relationship. Ain't like she's Cardi B and Hennessy type situation. You know, being on the Ming is going to draw some attention, and I feel like with Gloss Up's career, that's probably what she wants, to like kind of clout chase and be on the Ming. Another reason is because she knows, she feel like this is opportunity for her to get some camera time and look like Superman. Okay, so whatever the case was, bitch. Now all of a sudden, Coco. I mean, not Coco. I keep calling this girl Coco because her and Coco kind of remind me of each other. Now all of a sudden you want to come in and you want to fight Shay on behalf of me. You should have let me handle that shit. Me ran up all the flights of stairs because she wanted to fight. You should have let her little ass get in the paint. Okay, so Coco and Shay started fighting. Looked like Coco kind of mopped her a little bit. I wouldn't really say it's hard to call it because they broke it up so fast. But then the episode goes off with Ming Lee taking off on Shay. Only thing I can say is I hope she don't get her ass washed for what it's worth. Okay? And so, yeah, that's where the episode ends. And then you see Baddies. Baddies was low-key getting her motherfucking life. Man, she looked like amused like a motherfucker under that chair. Look at her. Just look at her. Look, amused like a motherfucker. Anyway, y'all, this episode, a lot of bitches came off weird, okay? But I would definitely say that the top dogs for this episode is Shay, Teetee, Daisy, and Baddies. Those are the four that really stood out and really did a big one, or pretty much was the hot topics of the conversation. So these four is the four that's the top dogs. So out of those four, which one are y'all voting for, okay? Let me check out my polls real quick because I did a poll for last week. So we're going to see who last week winner was according to the poll. Okay, so the poll, let's see, we had 20 plus votes. I'm gonna need for y'all to start participating in these polls because I know a lot more of y'all that's watching these videos have opinion about who's who. And please remember that after every episode, you get to vote for the MVP, the MVP. So with that being said, y'all go ahead, like, participate and let's figure this shit out. Okay, so the poll for last week, we had 20 plus votes. Okay, so Daisy won by 55%. Okay, so Daisy came in first place, 55%. Baddies came in second place, 32%, and then Hurricane M came in at 14%. Okay, so with that being said, I would like to create a new poll for this week's episode. Okay, so the top four, the top dogs for this week was Shay, Teetee, Daisy, and Baddies, of course. Okay, whether y'all like these girls or not, let me just say this: whether y'all like these girls or not, these girls are the ones who are definitely making themselves stand out. Okay. I'm not a big fan of Shay or Teetee. Well, I won't say Shay, but I'm not big of a fan of Teetee. But like it or not, homegirl is definitely making herself prevalent. Okay, these is, with all of these different faces, these are girls that's definitely standing out. Okay, so with that being said, I want to go ahead and get into my final thoughts. Teetee, I kept trying to figure out what the fuck she looked like. And it came to me. Teetee remind me of Kangaroo Jack. So that's going to be her new nickname. Kangaroo Jack. Okay? Cupcake is giving Kim Zodiac. All these made up diseases and all of these issues that she have. Okay? And Baddies, that bitch don't quit. Okay? I don't give a fuck what y'all gotta say about Baddies. She don't quit. And that's one of the things I actually like about her. Okay, y'all have to remember, I see people commenting about Baddies do too much. A few of y'all felt like Baddies was bullying Cupcake and all of that, but y'all have to remember, Baddies is fighting girls that had problems with her first. Okay, unfortunately, since the jump, it seemed like Bahati was getting the shit in of the stick. So y'all can't blame this girl for fighting because bitches keep fucking with her. And they gonna learn the hard way about fucking with Bahati. Now while she's not one of the best fighters, she don't quit. And motherfucker gotta think twice about fighting Bahati because she don't quit. Okay? Same way Teetee was trying to tap out, Bahati said, fuck that shit, bitch. You ain't give me a chance to tap out, so I ain't tapping out. I ain't giving you a chance to tap out. And I don't blame her, okay? Also, I think that the reason why people is calling Daisy a bully is because, like I said, she's dark skinned, she's a big girl, and she can fight. Y'all have yet to call one of these other girls bullies. Because Teetee and Hurricane M was definitely giving bully, okay? They was definitely fucking with people for no reason. Teetee was trying to fight Bahati when she should have been trying to fight Daisy ass again, okay? Hurricane M was nitpicking with Jaden, knowing damn well Jaden can't fight, knowing damn well she can beat Jaden, and she also tried Shay. So for me, those two are the ones that's giving bullies. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. With that being said, I love you guys. Deuces.